Welcome to the video, everybody. Let's just cut to the chase. How can you get rid of your acne forever? Now, I've got a lot of experience with this because if you don't know me already, I used to have very severe acne, cysts, pimples, whiteheads, blackheads, all over my face. I did not know what to do, but eventually I found out the solution to get rid of my acne forever. So I'm going to tell you the 3 things that can help you to also get rid of your acne forever. Stick around. Now let's just jump into number 1. Now this is by far the most severe, so stick around for the other as well. But number 1 is Accutane. Now this is absolutely the last resort of what you should try to get rid of your acne. So try all the other things before you even think about considering this. But you do have to go to a dermatologist and be prescribed this medication before you can actually hop on it. Now I'm sure you already probably are familiar with what Accutane is. If you're not, then go check out another video so you can learn a little bit more of the details of it. But as most of us know, Accutane pretty much is the final step when it comes to all the things you can try. There are some very severe side effects, so you do have to be careful and really weigh and consider whether or not it's right for you. But for the most part, most people will see their acne go away after taking a course of Accutane. Now here's the thing to think about is that it's not a guarantee that your acne is going to be gone forever. Your acne can come back. You can basically have a relapse in your skin, and then you might have to do a second round. A lot of people have had to do this before. I myself was on Accutane for 1 treatment, although it was a very long course. It was, I believe it was over a year. I think it was like 70 weeks. And my acne finally went away. And then it came back. Yeah, so a lot of people think that this is gonna be it and they're never gonna have to think about their skin ever again, but it's wrong because a lot of people will see relapses, start to have breakouts and pimples again, and it can be very mentally stressful because you thought you were done with it and you started making new plans and you weren't thinking about your skin anymore, and all of a sudden you start seeing that pimple and then that cyst and all the stuff that you were dealing with can come right back, and sometimes it can come back more intensely. So that's why I wanna move on to number 2 and 3, because these are things that you can also do to get rid of your acne. And if you are going to take Accutane, you can use these things as well to keep your acne away forever. Now number 2 is diet. Now stick with me. I know a lot of people just sighed a huge sigh because you've heard this before, and people say, look at your diet, what are you eating? It's causing your acne. And a lot of people just really don't believe that diet has anything to do with it. Now I will agree with you that diet is not the end all be all. It's the only thing that ever matters, but we actually do have science that shows that diet plays a role in your acne, and lots of people have been able to not only improve their acne, but some people have been able to fully eliminate their acne and keep it at bay forever because their acne came from diet specifically. Now, I'm not going to rattle on and on about all the different pieces of diet that can affect your acne. I want to focus on 2 major sources of acne for most people when it comes to diet. Now, the first one is insulin. So when you eat foods that spike your insulin, so this is basically a response to having foods that are high in sugar or digest very quickly into sugar. So think of things like candy bars, like Skittles, M&Ms, candies of all sorts. Think of sodas, think of, sugary cereals, even think about chips, crackers, basically all the snacks and all the sweets and the yummy things like that. Those all generally digest very quickly into sugar. And when your bloodstream has a lot of sugar, your body releases insulin to bring that sugar level back down. Unfortunately, when your body releases a large amount of insulin, we have been able to show through studies that insulin spikes cause acne. There's kind of a lot to this one, but I'll leave it at that. So basically, when you're eating more whole foods and cutting the snacks out, it can help a lot. That brings me to the second diet point, which is foods that increase your IGF-1. This is insulin-like growth factor. Now, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying this, but one of the biggest causes of IGF-1 increases in the body is dairy. So if you're drinking a lot of milk, if you're having a lot of Greek yogurt or yogurt in general, if you're having cottage cheese, cheeses of any type, anything that's dairy derived, you are going to see increases in your IGF-1. And this has also been shown in studies to increase your acne and your oil production. So your acne and your diet actually have a lot more depth and details to go over. But in this video, I wanted to focus on those 2 major factors. And general good rule of thumb is to eat as little food out of wrappers as possible. You want to switch your diet over to mostly whole foods and foods that you are actually having to cook. This is kind of hard to do at first, but think things like rice and beans and vegetables when you cook those, or oats when you're cooking your own oatmeal, but not the oats that you pull out of the instant pack that have a bunch of sugar in it. Things like that are foods that really do well and complement your skin and your acne, whereas foods you get out of the wrapper are not quite so nice to your skin. I don't want to make this video too long, but if you do want more details about diet and the science behind it so you can get all the details, I made a video about it called Finally, the Science of Acne. I'll actually put a link to that in the description below so you can go a little deeper into a dive on that. Okay, now last but certainly not least, the third one is lifestyle changes. Now this one too has a lot of depth and details, but I want to bring some of the most important ones to you right now. So one of the things that you can think about with lifestyle changes are these are things that you not only need to change right now, but you need to adjust your whole life to always take account what is going on with these changes. So one of the things that a lot of people have seen improvements is looking at their detergents that they're using for their laundry, for their sheets, and for their pillowcases. A lot of times people will have allergic reactions to the harsh chemicals that are in their soaps and detergents, and they'll actually find that when they change detergents, they'll see an improvement in their acne. This is why sometimes when you sleep at someone else's house or a vacation home, an Airbnb, you'll see your acne gets worse. And this is because people like us who are prone to having acne, we have to think a little bit more in detail about our sensitive skin, and that's just one of those lifestyle changes that you'll always have to think about. In addition to this, you've probably heard me say this before, but your stress levels are so important. So really focusing on what you can do to reduce your stress and to figure out how to manage your life when you are in stressful situations can really help as well, because when you are mentally stressed, your body releases more cortisol, which then causes you to break out more. So again, I have another video on this that goes into all the details of stress, but this is something that we do have to focus on. Another lifestyle change that is really important is regularly exercising. Now I know, not everybody likes to exercise, but your body really needs it. Again, your whole body is just a bunch of organs. Even your skin is an organ. It's the largest organ in your body, and your organs function best when they are taken care of and when circulation is the most efficient. So when you're exercising, your circulation is allowed to be the most efficient, and it's able to take the toxicity, the toxins out of those organs, and that can really help your body mitigate how much acne you have. One of the final lifestyle changes I want to mention is staying hydrated. So yeah, drinking water, not always so much fun, not everybody loves it, but your body's really going to thank you when your blood is the right consistency, because when you're dehydrated, your blood is very thick, it's not efficient, and you're not able to circulate, and you're not able to get rid of those toxins as easily, and that can definitely cause more acne. So these things, not only changing them now, but having a mindset of changing them for the rest of your life and making them a routine can really improve your acne, and a lot of people have seen a lot of good results from this. Okay, so stick around because what I'm about to say is also very important. Like I said, I took Accutane before and my acne came back, and the reason why was because I was not taking into account my diet and I was not taking into account my lifestyle changes. And so while I used something that kind of doused the fire, I wasn't taking away the actual fuel source of the fire. So eventually I was fanning the flames, and they eventually came right back and got just as bad. But once I started to take away the fuel from my acne, it really was able to improve. So these are things that you should really focus on and think about. And like I said, I have videos on my channel that go in depth about these things. I also actually have a acne program that I came out with last year, put a lot of time into, and it really unlocks the keys that I've just kind of started to tap on here. And like I said, there are a lot of details to figure out how to get rid of your acne and what's best for you. And that's why I made this program, is because I want people to figure out how to do it without having to spend tons of money on expensive products, and really be able to get right down to the core of what's important for them so they can find out their personal perfect plan and their own personal triggers without having to either, pay for a bunch of products or have to spend hours and hours of research, watching videos and learning. I did it all for you. That way it's all into this simple package. It's theacnemethod.com. You can check it out in the link below. But again, like I said, if you have not yet checked out this channel, go and do a deep dive. Spend an hour going through some of these videos, because I just touched the top of these topics, but there is so much detail to each one, and I've made videos that really suss out all of the details and really put it all out in an easy way to understand, so that you can start to make those changes that will make it so that you can eliminate your acne, but also keep it away forever, so that you don't have to always be worried about whether it's going to come back and why it's coming back. You'll actually understand what your acne is and why it is being caused. So there you have it. If you're just starting your acne journey on figuring out how to get rid of your acne, or maybe you're somewhere in the middle, I really hope that these tips can help you, because they helped me massively and they were what were able to eliminate my acne entirely. So if you have any other tips you'd like to pile on to this, I know so many people would appreciate it. Throw them in the comments below. And if you have any questions for me, I'm in the comments every single day and I will do my very best to respond to every single comment. So put them down there as well. And if you want to help other people see this video, give it a big old thumbs up. It helps the algorithm get it out to more people so that this information can really help people change their lives and change their skin. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, subscribe, because there's tons more high quality acne content coming your way. That's it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you are part of Team Acne. I'll see you skin bosses in the next one.